Frank Horgan either. Your ride's over, Mutie. Time to die.
Alright, here we go, and welcome back to my channel. Unless this is your first time, then welcome to Fallout Friday. Today we're going to be diving into one of the most mysterious and controversial factions in the Fallout universe, known as the Enclave. From their shadowy origins to their advanced technology and ultimate downfall, we'll explore everything that you need and want to know about this enigmatic group here today. So sit back, relax, grab your favorite vice, and let's get into it. So if you don't already know, the Enclave's roots actually trace back to the pre-war United States government and military, and it was formed by high-ranking officials, military leaders, and corporate executives. What they did was they sought to preserve what they believed to be the true America, and when the Great War erupted, they retreated to secret facilities such as the Poseidon oil rig and Raven Rock to ultimately do what they thought was best and wait out the nuclear apocalypse. Some of the other notable bases across the series, starting with Fallout 2, are Navarro, which was a secret military base located in Northern California, and it served as a refueling and supply depot for the Enclave's vertibird operations. The main base of the Enclave, located off the west coast of the United States, was the Enclave oil rig, more commonly known as Control Station Enclave, and it served as the headquarters and primary ops center. Another massive military installation, Adams Air Force Base, served as the Enclave's primary headquarters on the East Coast in Fallout 3, and it was introduced in the Broken Steel DLC. As I had already previously mentioned, Raven Rock, which was also introduced in Fallout 3, was a secret facility in the Capital Wasteland that served as the Enclave's main base of operations before the player character disrupts their plans. Although the Enclave has dwindled in size in Fallout New Vegas, there are still remnants that you can find, specifically located near Jacobstown, and there's a bunker that is home to some former Enclave soldiers who have since gone into hiding. It's not a functional base, but it does hold significance to the members there and to the Enclave's history as a whole. Located just beneath the White Spring Resort in Appalachia is the White Spring Bunker in Fallout 76, and this serves as a key location for the Enclave in Fallout 76, and it becomes accessible to the players as part of the main questline. The second notable location in Fallout 76 is actually kind of like a 3-in-1 because it is Site Alpha, Site Bravo, and Site Charlie. These are all missile silos that are controlled by the Enclave, which players can actually access to launch nuclear missiles, but you have to make sure that you have all the proper silo codes in order to do so. Moving on to one of the last two games, Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel, they had the Cheyenne Mountain Complex, which actually served as the final battleground in the game. This base is significant to the Enclave because this is where they controlled their advanced technologies. There's very few notable references in Fallout 4, however, but you can still find remnants similar to Fallout New Vegas, and also references that the player can find in areas like the Glowing Sea. There's lots of technology and symbolism spread across the wasteland in that game. Now that we've explored the foundation of not only these bases, but the Enclave as a whole, let's zoom into the individuals who hold the keys to the power within them. First, starting with President Dick Richardson. He was the President of the United States in Fallout 2 and a key figure within the Enclave, the remnants of the pre-war US government. Richardson is instrumental in the Enclave's plans to assert control over the wasteland. Featured in Fallout 3, John Henry Eden is actually an AI controlling the Enclave's operations in the Capital Wasteland. He presents himself also as the President of the United States, and he seeks to establish control over the region. Also in Fallout 3, Colonel Autumn is a high-ranking officer in the Enclave's military hierarchy, and he plays a significant role in the Enclave's operations and interactions with the player character throughout the main questline. Moving back to Fallout 2, a noteworthy and formidable antagonist, Frank Horgan, is a genetically enhanced super soldier and a high-ranking member in the Enclave as well, and he serves as the final boss in the game, representing the ultimate challenge for the player character. Featured in Fallout New Vegas, Colonel Cassandra Moore is a senior officer in the Enclave's remnants operation in the Mojave Wasteland. Depending on the player's choices, she can become an ally or an adversary. As I've now spoken about and examined the influential figures at the helm of these bases, it's time to get into the underlying ideologies and the objectives that fuel this leadership. The Enclave believes in a pure and unmutated humanity, and they seek to reclaim America from the chaos of the wasteland. Their ultimate goal is to restore the United States to its pre-war glory, but their methods are often ruthless in involving the use of these advanced technologies to eliminate anyone that they deem impure or a threat to their group. That being said, they play a central role in several major missions across the series, first starting with the final mission in Fallout 2, President. This is where the player infiltrates the Enclave oil rig, confronts President Richardson, and ultimately decides the fate of the Enclave and their plan to release the FEV Curling 13 virus. A mission involving the infiltration of the Navarro base, simply called Navarro, where the player character is required to acquire some advanced technology and information crucial for the game's main questline, without spoiling too much. Moving on to Fallout 3, The Waters of Life, is a mission where the Enclave captures Project Purity, and the player must escape the Jefferson Memorial. This basically sets the stage for the Enclave's central role in the main storyline. Now, basically going to the end of that, Take It Back is the climactic battle where the player, along with Liberty Prime and the Brotherhood of Steel, assault the Jefferson Memorial to then reclaim Project Purity from the Enclave. Again, added in the Broken Steel DLC, Who Dares Wins, is a mission where the player leads an assault on Adams Air Force Base, which is the Enclave's stronghold, to destroy their mobile base crawler and end their presence ultimately in the Capital Wasteland. In Fallout New Vegas, and correct my pronunciation, there's a side quest called For Auld Lang Syne, involving former Enclave members, the Remnants, who decide whether to assist the player in the Battle of Hoover Dam, and depending on the player's choices again, it may go good or bad. Now, to jump into Fallout 76, the mission called One of Us is a mission where the player joins the Enclave and gains access to the White Spring Bunker, beginning a series of quests involving the Enclave's operations in Appalachia. Officer on Deck is also a part of the Enclave questline, where the player completes various tasks to rise through the ranks and gain access to advanced Enclave facilities and the technologies we had mentioned. A strange title for this one, called I Am Become Death, is actually a mission where the player prepares to launch a nuclear missile utilizing the Enclave's resources and facilities, and as I had previously mentioned, those 3 silo sites may become crucial at that point in time. Moving on to Fallout Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel, last mission, Cheyenne Mountain, is actually the final mission where the player's squad infiltrates the Cheyenne Mountain complex to confront and defeat the Calculator, who is, at this point in time, the Enclave's supercomputer. Now, having delved into the ideologies guiding their decisions, let's turn our focus to the technological advancements and abundance of resources that fuel the ambitions of these members. The Enclave boasts some of the most advanced technology in the Fallout universe. This includes their distinctive power armor, heavily armored vertibirds, and various high-tech weapons. Their facilities are often well fortified and equipped with sophisticated defenses. A few of the most well-known variants of the power armor are, first featured prominently in Fallout 2, the APA, which is the advanced power armor, and it's an upgraded version of the Enclave's original power armor. Also introduced in Fallout 2, the APA Mark II, very obvious, is similar to the previous version, with some advancements boasting superior protection and other additional features. Introduced in Fallout 3's Broken Steel DLC, the Enclave Hellfire Power Armor is a heavy variant of the Enclave's power armor, and it features a unique design and also increased durability. Appearing back in Fallout 2 and also in later games, the Enclave Power Armor X01 is a pre-war design that was adopted and modified by the Enclave, considered one of the most powerful and advanced power armor variants across the series. Featured in Fallout 2 and in Fallout New Vegas, the Tesla Power Armor is a specialized variant of Enclave Power Armor equipped with Tesla coils for energy-based attacks. And as for the vertibirds, they have 3 separate variants that are all fairly similar with very slight differences, starting with the VB-01 vertibird, which was the original variant that you see in Fallout 2, and it was primarily used for transportation and aerial support by the Enclave. Introduced in Fallout 3, the VB-02 is an updated version of the previous vertibird, and it features improved armor and firepower compared to its predecessor. Finally featured in Fallout 4, the VB-03 is a variant used by the Enclave remnants known as the Gunners. It's a modified version of the pre-war model utilized for reconnaissance and combat operations. Despite all these powers that they hold, the Enclave has faced significant opposition. As previously mentioned in Fallout 2, the Chosen One disrupts their plans, leading to the destruction of the oil rig. In Fallout 3, the Lone Wanderer, with the help of the Brotherhood of Steel, cripples their operations at Raven Rock and Adams Air Force Base. The downfall of the Enclave is often depicted in various different ways, all typically stemming from a combination of internal power struggles, external threats, failed military campaigns, and ideological conflicts. Additionally, technological or logistical shortcomings and strategic errors can contribute to the same. All of that said, the Enclave's actions raise many ethical questions. While they claim to fight for humanity's survival, their methods are often extreme and brutal. This moral ambiguity makes them one of the most complex factions in the Fallout series. So, what does the future hold for the Enclave? While they have been largely defeated, remnants could, and from our understanding, with recent updates to Fallout 4 and the TV show, they do still exist, and they're just waiting for an opportunity to rise again. So does that mean we'll continue to see them in future Fallout games, or will they continue to fall off and remain a broken faction? Only time will be able to tell. So that's all I have for this one. I want to say again, thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the Enclave, and I want to know what your thoughts are on the faction yourself. Let me know in the comments below, and if you did enjoy, please be sure to show your love and support by dropping a like down below, and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already so you don't miss out on any of this awesome content. Anyways, thank you again, and I'll see you next time.